Namaste. This is the palm of a person and a chart of a person who is in lot of debt, heavy debt burden on his head. He has asked why, what is the reason. He himself is an astrologer. He's asked me why this is the case. Let us first look at the chart here. The chart is interesting. You will see that the Lagna is Taurus. Lagnesh is in Praptistan or Labhasthan. He is Uch and Vakri. He is Ucha Vakri. Okay, he is Ucha Vakri. Then you have in the same bhav, you have Amavasya Yog where moon and sun are together. Then in this chart you have Saturn and Mercury. Saturn, as you know, in this chart is the ninth and 10th lord. Ninth and 10th lord, and Mercury is the 5th lord and the 2nd lord. Therefore, if you look at it, it's a Rajayog. It is a Rajayog and it is in Kendra, so it has to be very, very strong. Ideally, we will investigate, we will examine. Next part, what I think in this chart is that the Jupiter is Ati Vakri. Okay, Jupiter is Ati Vakri. Look at the sun. Jupiter is Ati Vakri. It should be very powerful, but what is Jupiter here? Jupiter here is 8th lord. He is the 8th lord and he is the 11th lord. Therefore, it is a functional malefic, and a functional malefic in Ativakra condition in a Trikona sthan. Again, I hope we are trying to break this down one by one. If you observe, Venus, which is the Lagnesh, is also the 6th lord. Debt, or you can say ऋण, ऋण स्थान जहाँ से ऋण होता है, 6th house. So ऋण देखा जाता है, sorry. So you look at the debt and other stuff from 7th house. So sorry, 6th house. So this is the 7th Rashi. So Venus is 6 places from its Mula Trikona. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So Venus is placed 6th from its Mula Trikona. All these conditions here show that it's a mixed bag. But from the Patrika, you cannot determine whether this person is in heavy debt or not. Why this Rajayog is not giving him any benefit. Why the Ucha Vakri Lagnesh is not giving him any benefit. Why the 5th Jupiter Vakri is not giving any protection. These are the things which we have to see. From the chart you can see, yes, it's a mixed bag, but let us see whether the palm actually resonates with what is being seen, what is seen in the chart. If you look at this palm, it's a very dry palm. Okay, it's a very dry palm. You can see that the Shukra is in a very bad shape. Well, I don't want you to look at Shukra in the palm and compare it directly with the Shukra here. No, that is not how astropalmistry is, studied, or this is not how we study astropalmistry. Okay, Shukra here in astropalmistry has got a different meaning than the Shukra here in the chart. Please note this point. Okay, we will break this down one by one into different parts and then analyze it and then come to a conclusion how we do the analysis. The first and foremost thing is that the huge debt, okay, that is something which we have to first of all look into. Let us see the Mercury line. Please look at the Mercury line here. The Mercury line starts all the way from here. Look at the condition of the Mercury line here. Then it breaks. It stops here. Then another Mercury line goes. And it goes this way. Let me again zoom in. Please look at the condition of the Mercury line. The Mercury line in Kalapurush Kundali, or Mercury in Kalapurush Kundali, is the lord of 3rd bhav and 6th bhav. 3rd and 6th. Okay, so they are a part of Trishadai. They are not good. If the sixth, that is the Mercury, and the third, that is the Mercury, if the Mercury line is afflicted in the palm, what do you guess? What's gonna happen? It's bad. Well, that's not the only thing here. You look at this part, people start saying this is a fish. This is not a fish. This is not a Matsya Rekha. Please note. This is a big problem. Okay? This is a major problem in the palm. So don't go by these people who write stuff on the YouTube to gain some views. This is a major problem in the palm. I hope you understand why I am saying this. From what I've said before in my earlier videos, you must have observed that I always emphasize on island. I always emphasize on island. Any line that comes out from the island is problematic. It's not only the line that comes out, it's not only because the line comes out from the island. Look at the condition of this line. This is a pathetic situation, I mean, this line is broken, completely, battered. There is no point even talking about Mercury line here. So I can just say that the sixth is gone for a toss. Okay, इसीलिए ह्यूज डेट है, इसीलिए ह्यूज ज़्यादा कर्जा है. So it is all about the sixth year and the third also is not a good house. Aggression, it shows a person is too aggressive in taking loans. So that is also not good. He doesn't use sense when he is taking a loan. He spends, he has got a lot of ichha purti, he wants to do a lot of passions and stuff like that. Desires are high. So there's no point because the 11th house here is also very strong. So desires are very, very high. And Rahu is in the 7th house also here, and the 11th house is also loaded. There is Amavasya Yog in the palm. Let us again focus on this Mercury line. In the chart, you will see that this is a Raja Yog. It means that the Saturn and Mercury are in tight yuti, they are in Raja Yog. Obviously, one has to look at something very similar in the palm, isn't it? Because thousands of people are born on that same day and at the same time, or probably in a 25 square kilometer area, or maybe 100 square kilometer area, there will be thousands of people born. All of them would have Saturn Mercury yuti. Many would have the same lagna. Therefore this Rajayog will be seen in the chart. So will all of them be having this problem, that is dead, or will all of them have this Rajayog? Absolutely not. So if you observe, this is the Shani Rekha. Look at the Shani Rekha here. This is the Shani Rekha. Is this Mercury even touching the Shani Rekha? When I say Yuti, there has to be somewhere, some touching point, some point where they touch. There is absolutely nothing. Even if I zoom in, look at the ridge lines. They are absolutely straight. They don't even give any indication of a yuti here. Forget about touching. Even the skin ridges, the Nadiga Rekha are not getting influenced at all by these two lines in vicinity. Generally, what happens is these Nadika Rekha should get influenced. They are not getting influenced. That means this is a dry Raja Yoga. There is no Raja Yoga here. Blah, blah, blah. It's all nonsense. Okay, let's go back to the other part of this palm. Jupiter is Ativakra Jupiter. It is 8th lord. So, generally whenever a malefic graha is Vakri, it becomes more powerful. Please don't tell me that Ucha Vakri becomes Nicha or powerless. No. Varaha Mira has clearly mentioned that all Vakri Graha, wherever they be, they are powerful. Whether they are in Nicha or Avastha, Nich Sthan, or whether they are in any other place, Vakri Graha are powerful. So here Ucha Vakri is also powerful in damaging And this one also is powerful. This Ativakri is also very powerful, and it's a malefic, so it is even more powerful. Okay, it is damaging the chart. Why is it power? Why is it Uchavakri? You see the Jiva Rekha is like this. Okay, look at this. This is one of the indications of Uchavakri. The other part is going like this straight, but this is one of the indications of Uchavakri. And one we say, sorry, not Uchavakri, Ativakri, I'm so sorry, Ativakri. Okay, so when we say that the Jupiter is auspicious when these straight lines are here, yes, it is auspicious, but look at this line. What is this line doing? This line is completely neutralizing the good effects of this. Okay, so this means that there are problems. You can see even here the lines are not well marked. Yes, there is this Pitru Rekha, yes, no doubt, but it is not completing its path. There is a gap here. So this means the person has got something to do from the paternal side, or some problems as well. Okay, that is also indicated here. So when we look at these things, these the palm lines become very very palm line show very very clearly why this patrika is not working. You can see here the Shani has got very beautiful marking here, but again there is this fellow, he's finishing them off in no time. Okay, so that's why I call the chart and the palm need to be checked always together. Okay, when we say Amavasya Yog, there will be thousands of kids who are born at the same time, same place, within 100 square kilometers. Everybody whose chart we are going to see, whose chart we will be generating, will have Amavasya Yog. So all of them cursed? No, not at all. So let's see why this fellow's Amavasya Yog is prominent. Amavasya Yog is seen generally, one of the places where it is seen is the Surya Parvat. I've always emphasized that the Surya Parvat should be analyzed properly, because you will see that the Nadika Rekha here, the skin ridges here, please observe this part again. I'm going slow because this is a learning video, this is not for views. Please observe. I hope you can recollect one of my earlier videos where I had mentioned this part, sickle shaped Nadika Rekha shows what? It shows Amavasya Yoga is prominent in this palm. This is a doomed thing. This Patrika is doomed, frankly speaking, unfortunately. Whenever you see this sign, it is not at all good. Absolutely. Many other signs, many other good lines, their effect is minimized or neutralized when we have some yog like this, dosh like this. Okay, so that is what I wanted to emphasize here. But let us look at the timing now. Now here we have some problems with the Lahiri Ayanamcha based dasha system and the Nadi based dasha system. See, as per the Nadi dasha system, it is Ketu Mahadasha which started in 2022 May. This is not as per Lahiri Ayanamsha. This is exactly the time when the problem started. Unfortunately for this particular dasha, people who are using this dasha, unfortunately you might have very good expertise in Jyotish, but you're using probably the wrong sequence of dasha, therefore you're not getting the exact timing. If you want to listen, you can listen to me. If you don't agree with me, so be it. This dasha system is working very well on this palm. You have to check all the time. You don't have to blindly follow whatever is being told to you. You can check, you can ask, you can verify, then validate it. It requires some time. You can validate it later once you are pakka sure about it. So here the Ketu's tail needs to be seen. So what you are seeing in this place is this tail. I think you can identify in from my earlier videos as well, the Ketu tail. You can see how there is an island here, then it starts with an island again. Okay, it starts with an island and then there is a little island here. Fantastic. Fantastic. So it means that from the age 29 where this tail begins till the age 36 or 36 and a half where the tail ends, we can say that for roughly 7 years this problem is going to be very 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 strong, very virulent. After that also the problem will be there, that I don't want to show here because that is advanced astropalmistry. This is just basic astropalmistry which I am showing. So here you will only see that the Ketu's tail is very prominently present here, and this Ketu's tail, the length of the Ketu tail has to be measured, and then we use a ratio method which I have shown you earlier also. With that ratio method you can roughly time. Unfortunately people don't give proper pictures, so we cannot do the timing exactly. If they give you pictures, correct pictures with proper resolution and proper lighting and everything, with sunlight beaming on the lines, things can be much more easier, for us who are astropalmists. But people don't do it because nowadays we don't even use the prints which is using the ink. We don't use that, so we have to rely on the camera, mobile camera. And if the mobile camera pictures are not good, your predictions will go haywire. As simple as that. So what I've tried to explain here is these. Now we need one more validation that the age 29 indeed was a problem, where the problem started, which you can easily see from the Shani Rekha here. And the age 29 is this. You can see the impact on the Shani Rekha here very clearly. Correct? So this is how you do the analysis in astropalmistry. Namaskar.